Okay, let's draw something. If you don't know me, my name is Sarah, and I'm a visual development artist and designer for animation. I've done work for some cool places like Disney, Netflix, and Pixar. It's a fun job, it's a lot of work, and I'm happy I get to do it every day. I like to look at visual development and prop design from the perspective of the characters. It makes the spaces and objects feel special and unique. So when you're sketching and researching, always keep the characters in the back of your mind. Here's a character named Emiko. She's a middle school student living in Toronto in an apartment with her father. She immigrated from Japan when she was young, and she's also an ace attorney. Silly but fun, right? I like keeping my sketches super loose, getting in the elements I know I want in there, but still giving me room and freedom to play with the details and props when I go into painting. This process likely wouldn't fly for a more rigid job where pieces handed from artist to artist, but this is just my personal artwork. So while designing her bedroom, I have some things I want to keep in mind. Old law books that her mom collected and studied from, the Koinobori flag from a Children's Day festival back in Japan. I'm aiming for nostalgic feel, so when I design her computer, I go with an old chunky Mac computer and throw in a Game Boy Color on her side table. While moving on to color, I start by feeling it out. All of these colors end up changing. Usually I know a sort of vague color palette in my head, but I was a little nervous while recording, so it takes a bit longer than usual to find my palette. I start by blocking in all of the big shapes, trying not to focus too much on one area to keep everything at a consistent stage. From there, I can start to hone the details, which, again, I'm not married to. If I don't like how something's looking, I just paint right over it. Keeping Emiko in mind the whole time, she's on the soccer team at school, in a karate class with her best friend. There's a photo on her side table of her two childhood besties back in Japan, and her computer sports an MSN-style chat box. I've got papers crumpled and strewn on the floor as her theories may not always pan out for a case. She's got a big evidence board in her room where she can slowly string together the mystery of where her favorite teacher disappeared to. You can see I end up putting the sketch away after a while and playing in the space. I threw in a little red radio on her windowsill, a nod to Kiki, where she can listen to 1940s radio crime dramas about lawyers and detectives. And next to her law books are a handful of shoujo beat manga magazines. I'm pulling from my own childhood, from reference images, and from the story I've given the character. I want her to be multifaceted. She's not just this little serious lawyer child. She's got other hobbies and interests. She's 12, she has crushes, she has friends, and school pressures. Thoughtful details like these will help make your piece feel cozy, lived in, and dang right magical.